Hey guys, and welcome back to another Crypto News Roundup where we go over some of the top headlines and news stories over the last week. And yeah, guys, it has been a fun week. So to be honest, I have kind of struggled with making the Crypto Minute the last few weeks because it wasn't that there wasn't like interesting things happening in the space, but the headlines were just kind of like bleh. Like it hasn't been an overly inspiring last few weeks. But this week we've had so many just interesting and cool things happening. And so all of that to say, I do think that this video will also be full of fun and interesting crypto news. So please do continue watching. But before I show you guys the outline of different topics we're going to chat about, I know that I have been getting a lot of requests to add timestamps to these videos in case there's particular stories that maybe you want to hop to and check out. And so I have glorious news for you all that there are now timestamps in the video description. So check that out if that is your thing. So as you can see this week, we have a lot of ground to cover. We will be chatting about everything from Chipotle giving away Bitcoin to the SNL skit on NFTs to Fidelity filing for a Bitcoin ETF to Visa completing its first transaction on Ethereum to, well, Telletubbies. So before we dive in though, I do want to say a quick thank you to my sponsor Cake Wallet. They are a longtime supporter of this channel, and so you've probably seen them around. But for those who don't know, they are a Monero wallet where you can store, send, receive, and exchange your XMR easily in a non-custodial way. So they're completely open source and available in both iOS and Android, and they also just recently added a Bitcoin wallet. So be sure to check them out. I will leave links to everything below, but you can also just go to cakewallet.com and check them out from there. So let's get this bread. I'm sorry, I do not know if people actually still say that or not. Let's get this burrito, because we're talking about Chipotle. I'm sorry, guys. This is going downhill really quick. Like, you probably should just stop watching. This is kind of a train wreck. Okay, anyway, Chipotle. It's National Burrito Day today when I'm filming, April 1st, and in an effort to appeal to a younger demographic, they are giving away the two things they know will catch their attention most, burritos and Bitcoin. I mean, those things catch my attention. But anyway, they're actually playing a game called Burritos or Bitcoin, and players will carry out a mock cryptocurrency rescue mission to try to crack the code of a digital wallet. So the contestants will guess a 6-digit code. They've got 10 chances for a chance to win a free burrito or Bitcoin on that website. And Chipotle said that 10,000 players will win a free burrito, 50 will win 500 Bitcoin, and 3 people will win $25,000 in Bitcoin. So anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed a delightful burrito and maybe even won some Bitcoin today. All right, next up, we got Goldman Sachs. They're planning to offer Bitcoin services to their high net worth clients in Q2 of this year. So what all does that mean? Well, their private wealth management division is catered toward those with a minimum of 25 million to invest. So Mary Rich, who is about to become the new global head of digital assets for that wealth management division, basically told CNBC that this decision was fueled by consumer demand, that their clients were wanting to get exposure to Bitcoin. My favorite part of this, and the main reason she mentioned their clients were interested, was to help hedge against inflation. But also this quote, "There was a large contingent of clients who feel like we're sitting at the dawn of a new internet in some ways and are looking for ways to participate in this space." So anyway, both of those pieces of news overall, I just thought was really bullish. Okay, so next up we got Visa. It completes its first transaction on Ethereum. So earlier this month, Crypto.com sent a USDC transaction to Visa's Ethereum address at the Crypto Custody Service Anchorage. This will basically allow Crypto.com to settle part of its obligations to the Visa program in USDC. So by Visa using the Ethereum blockchain, it basically removes the need to convert digital coins into fiat before the transaction can take place. So this is big because if creating an alternative monetary system is the goal or one of the goals, then removing the need to use fiat as part of the overall transaction process is a big win. And so anything Ethereum related though, we're going to have to talk about gas fees, especially when it comes to small transactions, like what people might be using their Visa card for. So this will be interesting to follow and continue to watch. So next up, I hope you guys watched the SNL skit. Like, literally pause this video and like go watch it if you didn't. I promise it's worth it. I'm honestly kind of impressed. I mean, anytime that mainstream media actually like gets it and hits something on the head that's blockchain related, like I'm impressed. So this skit was surprisingly really good and like a decently accurate portrayal of NFTs. So I've literally been like getting texts from friends that don't usually text me about crypto saying that they saw it and they thought it was interesting. And so I definitely think that is an good sign for adoption. And they even like just put in like a Crypto Kitties reference. Anyway, they did a really good job with it. Check it out if you haven't. It's pretty fun. So next up, PayPal. This is just a fun note. I got it from, I think, the Documenting Bitcoin site. But basically, they had to come out and describe what fiat is. And so PayPal in a press release was forced to kind of clarify it. And they basically said that it is money issued by a government that's not backed by, you know, gold or silver or really anything. So get it, PayPal. I thought that was really interesting. Basically, I mean, I know here in the cryptoverse, we talk about money print to go burr, and this is all like very common knowledge that the US dollar is not backed by anything. But the fact that I think more people are starting to wake up to that, they're becoming more aware, and then to see things like PayPal like actually saying that, it just kind of cements and like validates it in the consumer's mind, just helps reinforce it all. So I thought that was just really fun. All right, next up, looks like Cardano might be getting smart contracts this spring. So the Alonzo testnet, which will bring smart contracts to the Cardano blockchain, could go live as soon as April. So this information was basically revealed by Charles Hoskinson, the CEO of the network's developer IOHK, during the Cardano 360 virtual conference earlier this week. So initially, smart contracts will only be available for testing purposes, but the full mainnet is slated to launch in August. All right, this next one, it hails to my Canadian roots. So Bitcoin is now worth more than the Canadian dollar. Well, it's at least worth more than their M1 supply. So that currently equals about $1.2 trillion, which is about the market cap for Bitcoin, which is pretty cool. I'm sorry, I was going to try to do a Canadian accent. Oh, God. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to try that. Okay, next up, you guys, Teletubbies. I promised that in the intro. We were going to talk about it. So I never thought I would mention Teletubbies and Bitcoin in the same sentence, but it's 2021. Here we are. You never know what's going to happen. So basically yesterday, the 31st, they put out a photo with laser eyes saying, watch for a Bitcoin-related announcement coming soon. And then today they came out with their Tubby coin. So watch out, Dogecoin. There's a new meme coin on the block. I'm kidding. This was all an April Fool's joke. Hopefully you didn't fall for it or flock to Uniswap to see if it had been listed yet. But yeah, that's what's up with Teletubbies. All right, PayPal coming into the mix again. This example is probably a little bit more like real news. I just thought their fiat definition was kind of funny or fun, but the real reason they made the news this week and why they even had to put out the clarification on the word fiat is because they're launching a Bitcoin checkout service. So what does that mean? Well, people who hold Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, or Litecoin in their PayPal digital wallets will now be able to convert their holdings into fiat currencies at checkout to make purchases. So who all can use this? Well, PayPal said that it will be available to all 29 million of its users in the next few months. So this announcement comes like really just a week or so after Tesla decided to start accepting Bitcoin for their cars. But unlike Tesla, they will be settling all their crypto payments back into fiat and not keeping it in crypto. So let's see, another little like fun fact that I enjoyed from this week. So large companies like, you know, Tesla, MicroStrategy acquiring Bitcoin and adding it to their balance sheet have been a big part of what's helped to fuel this bull run. So, I mean, how many more companies are we going to see follow suit in the coming months? That remains to be seen. But here's the fun fact that I enjoyed. The CFO of Square came out saying that there is absolutely a case for every balance sheet to have Bitcoin on it. And you guys, this kind of news and validation to other large companies, it actually matters. Now, it may seem sometimes like there's waves of companies talking about Bitcoin and then lulls, but like think about it. Square or Tesla adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet was the catalyst. If it was the catalyst for some other company deciding to seriously look into it, well, that announcement might not come out right away. It takes months of due diligence, creating long-term P&L reports, pitching the investment strategy to their board of directors, and actually getting their board to approve it. So, like, I still don't think we've really seen the full effect of what Tesla buying $1.5 billion of Bitcoin has done yet. So anyway, you guys, that's a wrap. There's so many more things we could have covered, but those were just some of the news stories that kind of caught my eye from this last week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I honestly appreciate all of you that have actually watched the whole thing. You know, it really does mean a lot to me that you guys are just here hanging out with me. I thank you so much for all the feedback I've been getting on this video style. I'm glad to hear you guys are appreciating it. So anyway, love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I guess I will just see you next week. So till then. God, that was awkward. Till then. I'm sorry, guys. I'm like really bad at ending conversations. Like, I'm glad we don't talk on the phone anymore. But even voice notes, you know, like, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's it. Bye. So anyway, this is my awkward way of saying that I apologize for awkwardly ending videos. So, toodaloo. Oh no, it's getting worse. I need to go.